Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and I have a special guest with me. What's your name?
Simona.
Simona, or Simone. Something like that. What are we reviewing today, Simone?
How to play this game.
Yes, we're talking about this game. What's the name of this game?
Over here?
Yes.
Quest for the Moonstones.
That's exactly it. The Quest for the Moonstones, the first edition of Kids Chronicles from Lucky Duck Games. I will show you how it plays, as she said, and then we're going to tell you what we think. So this is the game board for Kids Chronicles. Here is the app. I'll be showing you the app in just a second. But the basic flow of the game, everything that you are going to encounter in a story of Kids Chronicles is going to be on this board. There is a summer side and a winter side, so it depends on which scenario you're completing. You will do that particular board. The way it works is that the game will tell you to go to different places, and you scan those with QR codes. So here is the Magic Tower, the volcano, the castle, and different places like that. Whenever the game tells you to go to a certain place, you would take your iPad or device, scan the QR code, and then follow the prompts from there. So here is the app for Kids Chronicles. You get the first adventure, Quest of the Moonstones, but I imagine there's going to be room to add more stories as different expansions or DLC comes out. Quest for the Moonstones, you got your tutorial mission, which I have loaded up, and then there are other missions that you can go through. So 5 in total, 4 Moonstones, and a culmination point, which I will not spoil for you now. So then I have this game loaded up right there. And so you see the QR scanner. This is what you would use to check out the different characters and the locations. And then when you enter a location, that's where the fun starts. All right, so that is where the fun starts. And look at that. So if you know the Chronicles of Crime, it's basically a VR room, and you can look around the room. I cannot give you the full tilt, but there is a wizard and an object in there. Take my word for it. So then once the scene is done, it will usually give you a prompt to tell you what you should have found. Not specifically, but, so something like this, have you spotted the character and the object in the tower? So we saw the character, and there are a bunch of characters here. So then in this particular case, it would have been the Merlin wizard, and I would put that on the board for interaction in the future. There are also objects. In this particular scenario, I wasn't able to show that with my camera angle, but there was a wizard staff. And along the way, I can scan that wizard staff and, kind of ask Merlin about it and see what happens. So then that is basically the entire flow of the game. You find the object and the person says, I want another object. You go to another place, you find that other object, or you help a person who gives you the object to take back to the original person. Then the original person gives you something to get to a third person, on and on and on. A bunch of fetch quests, giving people what they want until you complete the mission and you have either found a moonstone or completed one of these scenarios. So that was Chronicles of Crime at the table. I will bring my daughter Simone back in just a second, but in the spirit of a one-stop co-op shop review, I wanted to give you my top 3 things. They're all positive. Number 1, the comparison to Chronicles of Crime. So you can see the bones, you can see how you're doing the same things. Basically, it is a gussied up, find a person and give them what they want. Find whatever they want around the area using clues, and then bring the object back to that person and give them what they want. It's very much for solving puzzles and being clever and doing it in a timer in Chronicles of Crime. In Kids Chronicles, no timer. The objects are really easy. You talk to the wizard says, go here, you get that, and you bring it over to this other person. You just, you do that over and over again. But with a kid, because they don't have the capacity for a higher level problem solving, but they know how to give people what they want. So find what they want, bring it over. That's really cool. So I love the translation from the Chronicles of Crime engine to the Kids Chronicles. So if you didn't like Chronicles of Crime, this isn't going to be like a huge improvement for you. But if you did like the original one and you wanted something more family friendly, this totally blows that out of the park. So point number two is the app integration. Fabulous. For those of you who don't want apps in your games, do not apply. You need your app in order to do this. But if you do, especially if it's a young one. My kid loved, the scenes and walking around and looking at the app, and we shared that experience together. So we're all looking for objects and everything. It's so well done, so simple, so clean, and there are hints that tell you once you finish the screen. It's like, okay, did you find the two objects in the one person? Oh, let's go back and figure out where the two objects in one person are. And the kid was able to find it with some guidance. That was great. And then number one is, for me, just the sense of adventure, the story. It's very much resonant with the kind of chapter book stories that I read to my kid at night. So it felt really cool to have like an interactive story. The same exact stories that I read to my kids, I have in board game form. We're bringing that to life in a really new and cool way. So just a home run for me, Kids Chronicles. Clearly it won't be around forever because once you do the stories, they're done. But my kid is absolutely enjoying the ride. So let me go ahead and get to my daughter, and she could tell you what she thinks all by herself. So that was Quest of the Moonstones at the table. We have played the tutorial and the first adventure. Did you like the first adventure, Simone?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you like the adventure? Did you like going different places?
Yeah.
What was your favorite place to visit?
The castle.
You like the castle? Oh, okay. So we went to the castle and the swamp. Do you remember giving the old lady her blueberries? And we gave the fairy her wand. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a game all about giving people what they want. You got to find what they want and then go and give it to them. Is that cool? You like giving people what they want? All right. So what was your favoriteest thing about Kids Chronicles? What was your favoriteest thing of all? Did you like the phone? Did you like the story? Did you like the adventure? Or which one of those things? Or maybe you just liked hanging out with Daddy?
Just hanging out with Daddy.
Ah! That's the best, right? Hanging out with Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
And we did this one together with Mommy?
Yeah.
Was it a good family activity?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Do you want to finish it and find all the stones and beat the entire game?
Yeah.
Well, I can't give a better recommendation than that. So that was Kids Chronicles Quest for the Moonstone. What do you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. All right. This is Jason with the One Stop Co-op Shop. We'll see you at the next stop. Say bye.
Bye.